Chapter 1. Where my story began. In the serene region of Western Kenya, along the quiet, ancient shores of Lake Victoria, my story begins. A 5-year-old girl. Barefoot. Standing where water meets land. The sand is cool beneath my feet, soft and forgiving. The lake stretches endlessly before me, shimmering under the sun, breathing in slow, patient rhythms. I do not know the language of grief yet, nor the weight of loss, nor the long roads that will pull me far from this place. But my body knows something my mind cannot yet name. This is home. The air smells of wet earth and distant smoke. Fishermen's voices drift faintly across the water, blending with the wind. Everything feels alive, watching, remembering. I stand still, grounded, surprised by a peace so deep it feels older than me. As innocent as I am, I sense that I belong here. That something in this place belongs to me too. I am the 5th born in a family of 9, 3 girls and 6 boys. A daughter growing quietly among many sons. At 5 years old, I do not yet understand what it means to be a daughter, or how deeply that truth will shape my becoming. Years later, I will encounter the words of Kenyan author Margaret Ngoya, "A home without a daughter is like a river without its source." And I will think of this lake. This barefoot child. This beginning. What I do not know then is that life will take me far from these waters. That I will lose, and break, and carry burdens far heavier than a child should know. That I will leave home not once, but many times, sometimes by choice, sometimes by necessity. And yet, I will return. Not as the same child, but as a woman. This lake will meet me again when grief is heavy, when hope feels fragile, when survival becomes my language. It will witness my rising. And one day, after all the wandering, it will receive me back whole. This is where my story begins. Not because it is the start of my pain, but because it is the place I will always return to. And so, I leave this story here not as an ending, but as a beginning. For every reader who has carried pain in silence, who has lost themselves while surviving, who has wondered if they would ever feel whole again. If my story reaches you, let it remind you of this: you are not broken beyond repair. You are becoming. I have returned to the lake. I have returned to my voice. I have returned to myself. And this is the journey back to me. When we share our story, we rise.